Welcome to the Goldburst show. In this interview series, we would introduce you to the most promising authors, entrepreneurs and professionals. Hi, I'm Saurabh, your show host and the publisher of Reverend Crown Publications.
In this 22nd episode, we are introducing you to Jackie Bertolette, the author of The Mission, Heartening Your Inner Beauty. Let us begin the Goldburst show.
Hi, I am Jackie Bertolette, and I run Haute Ohio Magazine and Ohio Fashion Week, and I manage models, and I've written a book called The Mission, and I have a podcast called A Fashion Empire. So I kind of do a lot of fashion stuff in the Midwest of the United States.
How was the experience in writing your first book, The Mission, Heartening Your Inner Beauty?
It was very interesting because I'd written a lot of short stories before, but I'd never actually written a book. So this is compiled of small short stories from models' lives. So it was a little easier than I thought it was going to be because it was broken up, but it was harder to keep it all cohesive too. So it was really a challenge. And that's one of the ways I spent the lockdown, was interviewing on Zoom all of the models that we did, that were blessed to share their story with us. And it was interesting and challenging at the same time, but it's such an important book that people really need to read. So.
How was the journey to becoming a published author? What struggles did you undergo?
So, I didn't know anything about publishing, nothing. So that's part of what I did during the pandemic was, while I was writing it, I was doing a lot of research on how to actually do the publication. I ended up deciding to go with a self-publishing, and there's actually a fairly local publishing company, a printer that I used, which was really important to keep it all as local as possible for me. And we sell it online. And we sell it direct on our website, hoteohio.com. It's a really, we're hoping to put it into a digital form, but currently it's only in physical form. But publishing is a very confusing world. So it takes either a lot of knowledge or some insight to do research, because even researching is very confusing. So if you're lucky enough to have some guidance, then you're in better shape than I was.
How is the experience in working in the fashion industry as a fashion editor, editorial photographer and a model manager?
Well, I started about 30 years ago in commercial photography when I was in college, which is how my degree is actually in commercial photography. And I've always loved fashion. I also did some modeling during my school to try to help pay for some of the supplies, because there's a lot of supplies in photography school. And so fashion was never far from me. And what I found when I started out after I graduated and was new to the industry and, was looking forward to starting my career, was that there wasn't much opportunity if you weren't moving to the major markets like Paris or Milan or New York. And that really wasn't in the cards for me at the time. So I struggled through it, and I found little jobs here and there. But when we came to a point in my life where my youngest son was born very ill and I had to resign from my day job, that's the time when my husband said, let's start that job, that magazine that you wanted to do when you were fresh out of school. And I said, oh my gosh, that would be amazing to provide opportunities for others who had dreams. And that's what keeps me motivated. Some days are better than others, and some days are amazing. But it's an up and down struggle. And what is important is that people have the opportunity to walk a runway if that's what they want to do. If they're just getting started, if they have a dream, if they're seasoned and need some more on their resume. So I provide opportunities for 100% inclusion. I do not limit myself to the quintessential models, so all of my endeavors are 100% inclusive, and we offer opportunities, and that's the most important thing. And it feels great to be able to do that for others, to give back in some way, to give my gift back to other people.
What is your marketing strategy when it comes to reaching a wider audience for your book?
Well, I spend a lot of time online, so most of my strategy is an online strategy. Plus, I'm looking to do international markets, so like local TV or even national TV is great, but it limits where I want to sell. So I definitely utilize the internet in multiple ways, from social media to paid advertising on like Google Ads. And it's important to me to do grassroots advertising initiatives to get people to see me and find me and want to purchase what I've put out there.
How should an author deal with the haters in the book industry?
I don't know if I'm the one to answer that because this is my first time. I definitely had challenges along the way, and all I can say is what I did. And what I did was kind of laugh at myself for how ignorant I was about this whole process, and just keep trying and try a new book or try a new library or try a new social media group. I asked a lot of questions online, and I did a lot of research with that information to find what worked for me. So I'm not really the one to give advice to others other than just go with your instinct and do your research. Yeah, things are crazy sometimes, and you just have to believe in yourself no matter what comes up. And a lot of people are going to tell you that you can't do it. Many people told me I couldn't do it, and it was almost like a message that had to get out there, which is why we called it the mission, actually, is because it just was important information, and it's going to inspire a lot of people to make it through some really challenging, experiences in their lives, and to still find their inner beauty through all of it.
Thank you for joining us.
Order your copy of The Mission, Heartening Your Inner Beauty by Jackie Bertolette. If you are new to this channel, subscribe now, like and share this video. Keep on watching The Blaze Goldburst Show.